What do you need to purge in 2025? The answer might surprise you. Hello everyone and Happy New Year. This is my first video of 2025. I hope you enjoyed a great holiday season and that your new year is off to a great start. The new year is often a time when we think about purging, cleaning out after all the clutter and chaos of the holidays. We just have that urge as we put our houses back in order, pack things away. Maybe you have new presents that you received for Christmas or Hanukkah, and you don't know where you're going to put them. So the natural thing to do is to find that space and what can you get rid of. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Today's video is sponsored by my friends at Sleep & Glow. More from them just a bit later. Before we get into the list of things to purge, I do want to go over my lip color and my eyeshadow because those are the things that I get asked about the most on my channel. The lipstick I'm wearing today is by Estee Lauder and the color is called Strictly Confidential. It's a cream lipstick, it's not matte, and it just goes on really nicely and it doesn't bleed off my lips. It feels good and I love this pink shade. I find it very flattering. The eyeshadow I'm wearing today is also by Estee Lauder, and it is from this palette. This palette and the lipstick both came from the Estee Lauder gift set. You know, every year they put together that huge gift set that's like $99. If you're buying something already, then you can buy this gift set for $99, and it's like a $600 value. So it's got lipstick, lip gloss, makeup, skincare products, a little bit of everything. But this is the palette that was in this year's, and I just love these colors, and so this is what I'm wearing today. I've got this color on my lid and the one right next to it kind of up in my crease. So this is my eyeshadow look today. And I'll have this linked down in the description like I always do. Everything that I mention in my videos is always linked down in the description for your easy browsing or shopping. So this year I have a very unique perspective on things that should be purged, and I will go into more detail about that at the end of the video if you're interested, but it's kind of a life update for me and my family, and that'll be toward the end. The first thing that you should purge in 2025 is any clothing or shoes that don't fit. I know a lot of us cling to, you know, that what we call our skinny jeans, and I don't mean skinny leg jeans. I mean the jeans that we wore back when we were skinny. You know, unless you're on a weight loss journey and you're getting close to fitting back into those jeans, just toss them. They don't need to be in your closet mocking you and reminding you of the fact that you can't fit into those anymore. Likewise, clothes that are too big. You know, maybe you were bigger previously, you've lost weight or whatever, and you still have all these things in your closet that are too big. Why are you keeping those? Get rid of those, donate them, give them away to somebody you know, or donate them to someone who can really use them, you know, Goodwill, Salvation Army, any of your local thrift stores. Let that be a blessing to someone else and get that out of your life. The next thing to get rid of, anything with stains or holes. Now this may go without saying, but I know you probably have something in your closet that has a broken zipper or is missing a button, and you keep thinking, oh, I'm gonna get that fixed, or I'm gonna sew that button on, or whatever. If that is the case and it is something you love, do it. Otherwise, get rid of it. Now if it's got stains on it, you know, toss that because nobody's going to want something with stains and you're not going to wear it. So get rid of that, relieve yourself of that burden and that clutter. And one of my biggest things, and I need to do this, I need to take my own advice here and I'm going to do it. Get rid of uncomfortable underwear. I know you have it, I do. Any bras or panties or shapewear, anything that's just uncomfortable, why are you keeping that? ditch that. It's just taking up space. Free yourself of that. Don't feel guilty about it. Get rid of it. You have my permission to do that. Go through your underwear drawer and get rid of anything that isn't comfortable. And I will link down below my favorite underwear and bras, the most comfortable ones that I'm wearing. I did a whole video back in December about some comfortable bras from Comfeely, and I've heard from a lot of you guys that you ordered some and you really like those, but I will include some links to my picks for comfortable underwear down below. But any that you have that you don't wear, get rid of it. And along those same lines, what about uncomfortable shoes? I know that you have some shoes in your closet and they might be cute, or you bought them to wear, you know, for a special occasion or whatever, but they kill your feet. You didn't like them when you wore them. You're not going to like them when you put them on your feet again. So relieve yourself of the uncomfortable shoes. The next thing you need to purge in 2025 is things that you haven't worn in a year or more. And I know this is hard. It's hard for me to do too. I have things hanging in my closet and I look at that and I like it and I like the idea of wearing it. But the reality is, I never wear it. Make the hard decisions. This is going to be the hardest one to make. If you don't feel fabulous in it, if it's not comfortable, if it's not, you know, just bringing you joy and making you feel great about yourself when you put it on and you haven't worn it in a long time, get rid of it. Maybe you have a special occasion dress that you're saving for the next special occasion or something like that. If you haven't worn it in over a year, go ahead and get rid of it, because chances are, unless it's something like really timeless and classic, chances are when you need an item like that again, it's going to kind of look out of style. So don't hang on to something just because. And I need to follow my own advice on this too, and I intend to do it. I'm going to be ruthless about purging because my closet gives me anxiety when I walk in there. And your closet, your wardrobe should make you feel happy and inspired. It shouldn't cause anxiety or make you feel overwhelmed. So if it's anything that you have not worn in a year or more, it's time to pack it up and bless someone else with it. The next thing that you should ditch in 2025 is your old worn out bras. This is something that I talk about quite a lot on my channel because our bras can make or break any outfit we put on. I see women every time I leave the house out in public with a bra that is not properly supporting them. And it's not a good look. And if your bras, you know, have those little pills on them from, you know, wear or wearing them under certain clothes, and the padding or the lining is feeling lumpy and the straps are, you know, stretched out, those are not doing anything for you. Ditch those old bras and get yourself some new ones that, number one, fit, and number two, do the job you need them to do. Free yourself of those old, ratty, worn out, stretched out bras. One thing I definitely won't be ditching in 2025 is my Omnia pillow from Sleep & Glow. I have been using the Omnia pillow now for almost 2 years, and it has become one of those things that I just absolutely cannot live without. The Omnia pillow and its patented design is perfect for side sleepers like me. This unique design properly supports your neck and head and keeps your body in proper alignment to alleviate neck issues, and these scooped out sides on the pillow allow you to sleep with your face floating in air and not coming in contact with the pillow at all. Regular pillows, you know, they smush your face, they create the sheet wrinkles, they wrinkle up your face by your mouth, your nose, your eyes, and over time those wrinkles can turn into permanent creases and wrinkles. But with Sleep & Glow's Omnia pillow, your face is floating in air, so you don't have to worry about those wrinkles. It also helps alleviate puffiness. I used to wake up almost every morning with puffiness all around my eyes from sleeping on one of those pillows that smushed my face. But since I started using the Omnia pillow from Sleep and Glow, I never wake up with puffy eyes anymore. I used to have a lot of issues with my neck, you know, waking up with a crick in my neck or a pain, and the Omnia pillow has helped with that dramatically as well. The Sleep and Glow Omnia pillow comes with a tinsel pillowcase, but you can also get a copper-infused pillowcase or a silk pillowcase, which is what I use. So if you want to try the Sleep and Glow pillow for yourself, use the link that'll be down in the description below, and also my code, Serena, and you'll receive 10% off your purchase. So thanks to Sleep and Glow for sponsoring today. Now let's get back to the video. Now we're going to talk about the subject that I really need help with, and that is purging our old health and beauty items. I am one of those people who has a product graveyard under my vanity cabinet in my bathroom, under my sink in the bathroom. I can't believe I'm showing you this mess, but it is definitely a mess. And no, I don't use all these things. And I've been really bad about, you know, buying things that I want to try. And again, you know, you buy it, you try it, and then it doesn't do what you wanted it to do, or it just doesn't work for you. So this is one area that I need help in, but I'm determined to do it this year. So the first thing you need to get rid of is old makeup. Most makeup has a use by guideline of 12 months. So if you have any makeup that is more than 12 months old, you probably need to toss it, because either you haven't used it, you're not using it, it's not one of your favorites, or, you know, it's just kind of past its prime, and makeup gets bacteria in it, especially from using the same brushes over and over if you don't clean your brushes every single time you use it. So after a while, it just gets kind of gunky. So that's one thing to toss, is your old makeup. And just like makeup, you need to ditch the old skincare products. I am a skincare product junkie. I always love to try new things, but I know I've got a lot that I could get rid of. And so, same thing. If you've had it for 12 months or more, it is time to get rid of that old skincare stuff. Same thing with your hair care products. This cabinet under my vanity in the bathroom is like a graveyard of hair care products, because I try so many different things. I love to try new things, but then, like I said, some things just don't work or don't have the effect you wanted it to, and it just goes here to die. And I have purchased, I haven't received yet, but I've purchased some products from Amazon that I'm going to use to help me corral some of this stuff. I've ordered these little slide out organizers, and I've ordered this little cart that I'm a very visual person, so if I can't see what I have, I forget to use it, and that's why I end up with this mess, because I want to see everything I have. And so that's why a solution like bins doesn't really work for me, and that might work for you, and that's great. You can organize by putting your products in different, you know, little plastic bins and maybe labeling them with what the stuff is, but I like to be able to see what I've got to remind myself to use it. So I am looking forward to receiving some of these organizing pieces, and I'm going to clean out for good this product graveyard that I have created under my sink and under my vanity. And in addition to the old products, like I said, anything you don't use, whether it's makeup, skincare, or hair care products. Now, if these things aren't old, offer them to somebody. Maybe you have a friend who would like it, or a sister or daughter or daughter-in-law or whoever. You know, offer it to them. It may work great for them, or just let them try it and then they can deal with throwing it away. It gets it out of your hands. But don't hang on to something that you don't love and let it take up space in your cabinet. Another thing that you should purge is old perfume. Now, I like a variety of perfume, and I have my favorites, you know, and those I use the most, and I consume those and don't have any left over. But some perfumes you get that you might want to just wear every now and then, or you just don't wear that often, you know, you can keep that for a while, but after a while, I mean, every now and then just do a smell test, because perfume does go bad. I'll tell you at the end of the video, but I have smelled so much bad perfume that's gone bad recently that I'm like, don't ever let this happen to me. And as we get older, our sense of smell can sometimes decrease. So if you're not sure, spray it for somebody else, spray it for somebody younger, see what they say, because if it's not smelling good, you don't want to put it on your body. So those things can break down and go bad just like anything else. So purge any old perfume. Another thing is old hair tools. Hair tools that you don't use anymore. If you've got a crimping iron or, you know, a flat iron or curling iron or whatever the thing is, and you never use it, then why are you hanging on to it? Give it to somebody who can use it, or throw it in the trash. You don't need that taking up space. If you're enjoying this type of video and want to see more like it, be sure to give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that you like this kind of content so I can create more of it. And if you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content I post here on YouTube. It's completely free, and that way you will be notified whenever I post something on the community tab or a new video. You will not miss out on anything here on YouTube. And for everyday outfit inspiration, please check me out over on Instagram and on the Like to Know It app or website. That's where I post every single day, either an outfit of the day or my outfit collages. Something is on there every single day. So I don't put out a YouTube video every day, but I am on LTK and Instagram every single day. Okay, now we're going to talk about some household things that we need to toss in 2025. And number one on the list, and I just did this and I felt so good to do this. It was one small thing I could tackle and get done, and it just made me feel so much better. And that was my linen closet. And we had so many towels in there that we just did not use ever, because there are other better, newer, nicer towels that we want to use all the time. So towels are a welcome donation to animal shelters. So if you have old towels that you're not using anymore, they're ratty, they're stained, whatever, make sure they're clean and then take them to a local animal shelter, because they are so glad to get those and they can definitely use them there. Same with blankets. If you have blankets that have a hole or they're worn or this or that, take them to your local animal shelter. They need all that stuff and they are happy to get those donations. The next thing to get rid of is out-of-date medicine. And I know I have it, and I would be willing to bet that you do too. You've got in a cabinet, in a closet, wherever you keep, you know, your Tylenol, your headache medicine, your cold medicine, all that kind of stuff, cough medicine. You probably have some out-of-date stuff. So go through all that, look at the dates, and anything that is expired, get rid of it. And if you're not using it a lot, it can expire on you. So why is that taking up space in your house? So go through all your over-the-counter medicines and toss anything that has expired. Okay, this next one is something that I also did recently, and it felt so good. And I was like, well, why was I keeping this? And that is oven mitts or dish towels that are stained. It is inevitable that you are going to stain an oven mitt, a dish towel, something in the process of cooking. But after a while, if those things are like really bad looking, that just looks nasty. So you have my permission. Get rid of those pot holders, the oven mitts, the dish towels that are stained, or if they have holes. You know, I've burnt holes in oven mitts before. If you have anything like that, go ahead and get rid of it. You deserve to have some nice, unstained pot holders, oven mitts, and kitchen towels. So get yourself some fresh ones. and that will just spruce up your kitchen and just make you feel better. And yes, they're going to get stained again, but like I said, these things aren't terribly expensive, and when they're looking really bad, just go ahead and toss those, because you're going to be embarrassed one day if you're hosting people and you're taking something out of the oven and you have to get out your old stained or burned oven mitts to get it out. So go ahead and get rid of those and treat yourself to some nice fresh new ones. Along those same lines, another thing that you should ditch and get rid of is old stained sheets. We all probably have them. If there's some kind of stain on your sheets that you haven't been able to get out, or there's a tear in it, or they're just dingy, you know, from use and washing, you have my permission to get rid of those. So don't use those old stained sheets or keep them in your linen closet. You know, why are you keeping them? You might want to keep one, like a flat sheet, if you're going to, maybe you're going to be painting and you want to use it as a drop cloth to cover things. That's fine, but don't have a linen closet packed full of old sheets. Maybe you're missing the pillowcases, or you have the fitted sheet but not the top sheet. You have permission to get rid of those old sheets. Another kitchen item that you have my permission to get rid of is old stained baking sheets or pots and pans. If you have any kind of pan that is rusty, or you know, those baking sheets that get so stained up from use over the years, you can get rid of that. They're not that expensive. You can buy some new cookie sheets or baking pans and have something that looks nice. I'm talking about your metal pans. Same with your pots and pans. So anything, any cookware that is broken, or cookware that has any rust or stains on it, or if it's non-stick cookware and it's got a bunch of scratches and the non-stick coating is coming off, you need to get rid of that, because that stuff can actually be dangerous after you scratch through it. So anything like that, get rid of it and replace it with something new and durable. And this last one is something that I know we can all relate to, and it's maddening. Get rid of the storage containers, the plastic ones that you don't have a lid for. That is so maddening. I have 2 drawers in my kitchen where I keep plastic storage containers. They're deep drawers and they're perfect for that. But for whatever reason, it's just like socks, the lids to those things have a way of disappearing. And then I go to, you know, I need a storage container and I pull one out and I'm digging around for lids and I can't find the lid that matches the container. Just get rid of those. Most of them are recyclable, so you can throw it in your plastic recycling. That's what I do. You know, get yourself some new storage containers, get rid of anything that does not have its mate, and free yourself of that frustration. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, there is a reason why this is fresh on my mind and why I'm really motivated to do it this year. We have had a very stressful holiday season here at my house. On Christmas Eve morning, my mother-in-law, who had been living in a senior living apartment, she had an episode that made it obvious to everyone that she could not be left alone at all. And with it being Christmas Eve, you know, there was nowhere else for her to go but to our house. And my husband had already started the process of transitioning her to a facility that had more, you know, 24/7 care. But that process wasn't complete. Our goal was to transition her after the holidays were over. But this expedited things, and with the holidays upon us, people were off, you know, we couldn't get it done, so she had to come stay with us. And then we realized just how bad off she was with her dementia. She was here for a week straight, and I don't think my husband slept more than 2 hours a night that entire week. She was up and down all night. She's confused. She's roaming around, getting into stuff. She wasn't stable walking without a walker. She forgot to use it. You know, you had to watch her like a hawk. One day she actually got out of the house, and I don't know how she did that, but she did, and we couldn't find her for a while. And she turned up, you know, in the neighbor's backyard. How she got back there, we don't know, and she didn't know. But anyway, it's been very stressful. And so on top of all that, we had to move her things to a new place and had to empty out her old apartment. And she had already purged a lot when she left her home and moved into this apartment, but she still had a lot of stuff that had to be gone through. We've got furniture to get rid of, but she had all these dishes, pots and pans, you know, medicine, makeup, health and beauty products, clothes, and more clothes. She had all this stuff. And in going through it, I was a little bit more objective, you know, than even my husband could be, because she's not my mother. So I could really look at it in an objective way and say, don't need this, don't need this, this has a hole, this is stained, this, you know, and really purge. And it really made me think about my own house and my own stuff, and how I needed to do the same thing and look at it in an objective way and try to take emotion out of it and try to take the guilt out of it and say, do I need this? Am I using this? Is this serving me? If the answer is no, then it needs to go. You don't need that stuff weighing you down, taking up space, and burdening your life. Now, unfortunately, my mother-in-law, she fell at her first night at her new facility. She ended up being transported to the hospital because she bumped her head, messed up her elbow. And once she got there, things have just taken a nosedive. And now she's in hospice care. So this has been very, very fast, but not altogether a surprise. For one thing, she's 89 years old, and for another, you know, we've known that she's had some dementia. It's just really, really gotten worse drastically in the past couple of months. But that is what we have been dealing with here in my family. You might have seen my post on the community tab explaining why I haven't put out a new video yet, and that was why. We're still dealing with this. She's going to pass soon. We don't know when, and then there'll be a whole nother set of issues to deal with once that happens. And my poor husband is just at his wit's end. All this burden is falling to him. It's really taken a toll on him. So that's what's going on with us. Just wanted to be honest about that and let you know where my perspective was coming from in this video. So I hope this has helped you, to motivate you to relieve yourself of these things that are taking up space in your life or in your house. Thanks again to Sleep and Glow for sponsoring today. To try the Sleep and Glow pillow for yourself, use the link in the description and code Serena for 10% off your purchase. And until I see you in my next video, have a stylish day. Bye.